Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Wolfie, and it is my pleasure to say that this is the Speed Souls Charity Marathon 2018, where we celebrate Soulsborne games as well as a few others that members from our community run. We are here for 3 days, 24/7, non-stop action in support of Save the Children. So without further ado, allow me to introduce the first host I feel, who will be with you for the next few hours as well as for the first run of the marathon, which is Dark Souls 3, All Endings by Fudgecow. I hope you all have a wonderful time and enjoy yourselves. Good luck to and have fun to everyone, and to you watching, welcome to the Speed Souls Charity Marathon.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now.
Now? Okay. So I was introduce myself. Hello, I'm Fudgecow. I'll be running All Endings, and I think that's about it about me. So, guess I'm gonna go ahead and start. I guess so.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'm starting the run now. It's a long run, so the sooner we start, the better it is. And yeah, so it's all ending. So it's gonna be a couple runs of 90% in a row, and each time will be a little bit different, a little bit better fights. I'll be getting a bit stronger, and hopefully there's an incentive to put on some fashion, make my character look a lot better. And the reason for this run was that there wasn't really any sort of longer run in Dark Souls 3, and so All Endings sort of came out as an idea to make a couple hours long of a run that wasn't super intense, and that's pretty much all about the category, and try to fill in what the endings are as well as I can remember. Do some lower percents. Anyway, first up now, finally getting to first boss, Gundyr. Poke him to death, throw some bombs, hopefully he won't transform at all for phase 2. So right here, Gundyr's not even going to get to phase 2. Just killing him too fast, using the black fire bombs, they're very strong at the start. So that's the first boss, now done with. And that is definitely the sort of fight that you would want to see on this patch for other categories doing on this patch as well. That was a really good fight. Gundyr was really nice to me. And yeah, coming up now is just the first trip to Firling, where I'll buy a few things that I need to go trade to get some upgrade material for my weapon. Getting prism stones and a large leather shields, what I'll use to trade to Pumperum and get some twinkling cyanites. Oh, and yeah, the estimate's really rough to keep at 2 minutes 45 seconds. And it's a little bit longer than that, I think. Right. So adding a little bit of precision to the run. So I'm throwing bombs almost at random. Only behind that area there is a... Oh god, I missed. There's supposed to be That's what a crystal lizard there, and I missed it, so I'll have to take the walk of shame, going all the way around. So I'll actually show you even more of the run already. And here he is, the lizard that I meant to kill. And there it is, excellent kill, excellent start to the run, and the marathon is off to a brilliant start, I'd say. At least I'm not failing but jump, tree jump. Overestimate already, dang. And so I got the Twinkling Titanite now, despite the little incident with the Crystal Lizard. I'm sure I'll make the town back. I wouldn't worry too much about it. So anyway, I got the upgrade material I need now, so I'm going to keep on going at the run. Going to the next zone for the next boss. So coming up, High Wall of Lothric is sort of a mean place. Excuse me. Is this run blind? Yes. So right now, just a standard run through the area. Try to get a wiggle coming through. I did. Excellent. Get some gold pan resin, add some damage for boss fights that I'll do later, which are going to be Vorts and the Abyss Watchers, where I'll use the gold pan resin. Saves quite a couple of hits for both fights. Getting around these right here, they all missed. So I'm too fast for them. So coming up is I think the first glitch I'll use. Actually, I've already used it once, and that's the Spook Quit Out, which is present in Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1, where by using a spell to reduce fall damage, you can survive lethal falls by quitting out upon hitting the ground. So we just gotta suffer through a load screen and the wonderful main menu theme a couple times. I pick up an ember here, I'll need it. Oh boy. And enemies in Dark Souls are not very nice sometimes. So coming up, I need you to ready up your gasps, because I'm about to murder this poor innocent woman. I straight up murder her in cold blood. I take her flag, and I activate a boss fight here, because later on I'll be teleported to this room, but if the boss fight is started, I'll be teleported to outside the room, so it's a little bit faster, and it's also always nice to kill old ladies. Alright. And since I killed her, the old lady, I might as well kill her dog as well. So next boss is going to be Vorts. I'm just going to put on resin on my weapon and I'll poke him to death. Nice, pretty good fight. Ending the music early. So I'm gonna light a bonfire here. It's a little bit faster for RTA. To open the door this way. Typically you'd quit out on this door, skip the animation that way, but I'm not running for in-game time right now, so I'm just gonna be doing the fastest thing for real time. So there I go ahead and wave the banner for the banner that I stole from the murdered lady. Alright, continuing the run down. there's a few more errands that I'll need to do to get what I need to get the run going. First off, I just need to get past these. Hopefully, there's a door ahead that can be a bit of a meme, where it's very easy for you to get blocked in, which is what it looks like it's about to happen. Oh, nice. Just Dark Souls things, really.
Do you mind if I jump in for a second?
Absolutely, not at all. Go for it.
Alright, we had to really quickly update the donation link on the Tiltify page, which completely didn't contain the link of last year's event, so now that that is fixed, you can use !donate to find the Tiltify page and donate towards the cause. Also, you can find challenges, for example, where you can choose where your money goes. So, thank you for that.
Yes, thank you, Phil. Right, continue now, coming up on the first errand of finding a waifu. And so, for this run, I'm going to be using Teardrop, which means I'll need to get the Miracle Coiled Tears of Denial. And the way I do that is I need to buy it from the girl that I'm going to see now. Oh no.
Dear brother.
So, it seems now that my Streamlabs did not deactivate when I pushed the deactivate button. So I'll need a minute to go turn that off, I think, because this is going to be annoying. And I was so sure I did it. So right now, coming up, just go open Streamlabs up. Anyway, definitely brightening up the mood a little bit from an otherwise pretty grim game. And I'll be able to do it on the next door, quit out. So thanks for the support, guys, but please support the event, not me. I'm only here doing a run, but you should really take your time to support the run, the event. But thank you anyway. Oh no. Oh no. I got absolutely destroyed. See here, alert box. This is off to a great start. And I think it's... Yes, go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, I thought we might have some time for a quick donation or two. So, Faye donated $10 and said, I hope this goal is reached so you can cover up your character's face.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not quite sure what that person means.
Oh, I made a beautiful face. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, I see. And then also we have $5 from Heidi saying, hey Fudgecow, I thought you looked cute in your profile picture and I was wondering if you wanted to go to lunch later.
Yeah, Haiti, I'll definitely do that with you. So anyway, trying to come back from the death there, just gonna make my way back as well as I can. Which is not going all that well at all, because I never really go this way, so I don't remember how to simply jump. Yes, I fall.
We can still hear the cow in your barn,
I'm trying to do the run, and I thought I cancelled it there. So I'm not really sure which one it is. And yeah, it's throwing me off a lot. I'm sorry about that. Okay, just gonna make sure not to lose my souls. Okay, right here. I got my souls back and I'm back on the run. And let's see here. And this should do it.
Mentioned you could delete the Streamlabs souls.
Yes, that's what I'm
which
doing
should be
right
the
now.
Quickest.
So yeah, this should absolutely fix it. So I guess I'll say thank you for all the follows, but please support the event. Don't support me, support the event. And I'm sorry to everyone that. Alright, now back to the run. And the moves have stopped, so I think I fixed it. Anyway, back to the run now. So already, I think most things that could go wrong have gone wrong. So looking forward, it's probably going to be a pretty good run here. Is it glitchless or something? Oh no, this is not going to be glitchless at all. There's going to be a lot of good things happening. And if you enjoy glitches, this is definitely a run for you. And dogs being dogs. So now, as I was trying to say before the moving started, there is the glitch called Teardrop. And it is probably the most broken state of Dark Souls 3 that you're gonna find. These dogs really are not letting up at all. Alright, here's another, the last errand is to kill Henri. So, setting up, I'm gonna make her throw herself off a cliff for me. And I really hope she will, because if she doesn't, it's really awkward. And she is gonna continue making the run as bad as it could possibly get. Please do not heal. And this just got very hard. Alright. Get some wowies for that. I need some wowies now to try to turn this around.
Do you mind
Right.
if I just really quickly jump in?
Go for it.
I just want to mention that for the Dark Souls 3 All Endings run, which is currently happening, there's a challenge, aka incentive, on the Tiltify page. If you click on the left-hand side on challenges, you can donate towards wearing Solaire's armor after first playthrough by Fudgecow. So if you want to influence this run in a slight fashion, then you can donate towards that.
Yes, absolutely. It would be pretty neat. As you saw, some of you saw the face upon the character creation. Oh no, I have the bad keybinds. And if you donate, there is the Solaire armor of the sun, I believe it's called. Make myself look real pretty for the cutscenes and some of the boss fights. All the boss fights. Just gonna fix up my keybinds here. Like so. And now it's time for the, just make sure I got everything. Yes, I do. Set up the glitches. And hopefully I get this straight away. Shine it. and I got it, but the worst version. So I'm very far up now, but this is tiered up. And so tiered up is airwalking in a simple way. And this allows to skip large portions of the game straight away. And I'm also invisible for now, but don't worry, I'll be invisible through much of the run. And so right now I'm skipping killing Crystal Sage, killing Deacons. I'll skip killing Watchers for now, and then I'll skip Wolner. But for the person that's asking, is this glitchless? It's absolutely not. It's the very, very opposite. So right now I'm just walking around here, gonna look for the next bonfire to get, which I'll return to much, much later. And if you're worried about the weapon, I'm just making sure to get some health, as the weapon I have heals me over time. But every time I equip it, I also trigger the heal. So I got a bonfire here. This is for killing Abyss Watchers later. I'll skip them for now, but I'll return later on. And so next up is, I'm going to skip the Catacombs, but I'm also going to be sure to pick up an item for it. And so the item that I need is the Grave Warden's Ashes, which is what I'll be using to be able to buy resins to make my fights a lot better. So right now I'm just making sure to hit a trigger to load the Catacombs enough so that I can pick up the item. So I'll walk through here, and in the distance there's going to be lights starting flickering around there, which you'll not see for right now. And so I need to lower myself enough to pick up the item that I need. So I'm working against the bottom side of this ground, which is invisible from this side, but on the top side, it's the path to the Abyss Watchers. Just gonna lower myself the final part here, and this should be a good height. Just making sure to really max out my health for now. And walk off into seemingly nothing, but in a little bit there will be a ray of light to indicate that I have reached the right position. So I'm a big fan of the cute dogs. Keep it up. And there we go, that's the light that I'm looking for. And so make sure to try to find the correct item. So the Grey Warden's Ashes I'll be able to pick up through a wall because it's placed right next to it. It should be about here. A little bit too far. And there they are, the Grey Warden's Ashes. And in a little bit you'll see just where I am. No. You can just find it, and here it is, the Catacombs of Carthus. So I'm walking on the roof right now, and as I go on, I'm going to start loading things. So these are the inside of the Catacombs. Coming up now, I'm on top of the Wolner boss room. And so this is Wolner Skip, just walking past this. And I'll be able to enter Irithyll of the Boreal Valley, effectively skipping 4 bosses that you would otherwise need to kill. Just going to be sure to get to the right side of it. Correct height, and now I'm safe. No longer in a position to lose the run so fast. And so the last thing now is that I'm going to stand on a rooftop and quit out to save my position there. So I'm doing dull skip now, the good version. And just a little more, and I'll be inside Irithyll, and you'll be able to see my character again. And there it is. So that's the first teardrop done. So next boss I'm coming for is Yorm. I'll run it normally to him. There's not that many skips to speed up the way to Yorm. Just some clever dropping down using gravity. Gonna go ahead and get this bonfire just for safety. It is Dark Souls, things can go wrong as we've seen so far. Things can go very wrong. Alright. And since I died before, I'm not embered. Typically you'd get invaded here, but I won't, so that's gonna be nice. Just gonna do some honor here. Yes, go for it.
Sorry. I want to jump in with the quick donation done by Fiber. $5 saying, off to a good start. Moo. And also I want to give you guys the hint that you can also donate towards a reward we have during this event for just $5. For just $5 you can participate in the raffle for Dark Souls art book and steel art plate, which you can also find on the left hand side on the Tiltify page. So if you want a chance at winning that, then get your donations in. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and thank you Fiber for the donation. Definitely check that out, the raffle. Alright, so right there I just skipped most of the not the archives, these are the dungeon. Cutting ahead, just gonna make sure this guy doesn't get me. Just gonna try, he's gonna miss. He'll stare menacingly at me, but he's not really gonna do all that much. Drop down here, jump. Really getting a lot of value from the spook here. Being able to skip normally climbing ladders. Ladders is definitely a thing to skip. Ladders are, in general, very slow things. Alright, and coming up is a bit of a mean boss, Yorm. He can be pretty rude. I hope he won't be. And this patch is especially known for having bad bosses. It's especially well known for having a bad Yorm fight, where Yorm will straight up ignore Storm Ruler. Now, after saying that, I really hope he won't be very rude. And I'm not really sure why I'm healing. I am probably one shot no matter what happens. And yeah, Yorm already starting by being pretty random. Giving out some pretty good attacks here. And yeah, Yorm moving pretty far away. It's a bit awkward to deal with. Just gonna be sure that he misses all his attacks. I'm not really sure where I am right now. Right, but manage memes weren't so bad. And there we go. Yorm done with. I should also mention that, yeah, there's a weapon called the Storm Ruler, which makes Yorm a lot easier from his 20k health to just 5 hits. Right now I'm just upgrading my weapon, getting some weapon buffs. Getting another round of Estus. And I'm gonna level up the best stat there is in the entire game. And that's luck, because that's all you need for speedrunning, is just good luck. Alright. And so, coming up now is another instance of Teardrop, where I'll be mostly inbounds, but skipping ahead of still some bosses and some of the areas. But this is a nice tier though. But the actual reason for going luck is that the weapon scales with luck, and most of my damage is from bleed. And so luck increases damage of my weapon, and luck also increases bleed buildup. So it really works out as a very good stat for the setup that I've got. Only the luck did not help me get any good spell swaps here. But get dropped down here, and now I'm in tiered up 9. So I'm invisible again. But you can see the indication of my feet, and in a little bit I'll get a light bulb going as soon as the spook runs off. So right now it's really important for me to get my health back up with Henri's so that I don't die. So right now I'm just a little light bulb running around. And I'm sort of working my way backwards through Irithyll here. And this is also part of Irithyll you won't really see in any speedruns aside from tiered up ones. And only then you get to see Irithyll ran backwards and barely all of it. And over here is a item called Burned Undead Bone Shard, which you'll burn, and that makes it so your healing is a little bit stronger. So I'm definitely gonna make use of that. Alright, and now I'm super out of bounds again on the ski slopes of Anor Londo. And so I need to get a lot of height here, and luckily you can walk in these areas. Let's get some good height here. Yes, as Fiber was saying in the chat, this is the Ball of Light is the very essence of Speed Souls. It's just very fast, very speedy. So I'm about to go back inbounds to the area just behind Pontiff now. And cleverly get height off of things you don't really think would boost you up. Get some tiny bit of height there, and a little bit of height here. And expertly dodge all these knights looking to kill me, shooting arrows. Pretty scary place. Alright. So coming up is why I needed all the health. And you're gonna see my character for a little bit here. And all my health is gonna go away. And here I am. And there I go. Gone again. Alright. And so there's a bonfire here. I'm gonna just sit on it really fast. Be sure I got all the resources that I can get. A little bit peachy, but oh well. It's fine. Alright. So I need you to really go and get some copy pastas ready. Because I'm gonna kill a boss and I'm not even gonna be inside his boss ring. So yeah, if you're worried about cheating, this will definitely upset you. So I'm going around skipping pretty much all of this area by just happily floating on the side of it. Gain a little bit of height here. And so coming up is a boss. He's very hard. So I just cheat and make him easy. I'm a little bit low. I think I'm going to hit him anyway. Because the best thing that Miyazaki ever did was give Aldrich a tail, and the tail hangs below the floor, so us speedrunners can just have a good time with it. And it takes 36 hits to kill this tail. And I'm up to, I believe, 15 to 20 now. That should be 25, I believe. And there you go, that's Aldrich done easy. Lord of Cinder Fallen, little effort, very nice. Just gonna be sure to use his soul here, and I'll step inside his boss room here, because that's gonna teleport me. Skip the cutscene, cutscenes are slow. And I'll be right back to one of the first zones. And this is why we murdered the old lady at the start. This allows me to spawn on the outside. And I'll showcase a pretty cool boss called Dancer. I'm not even really gonna touch her at all. Not gonna kill her ever, because there's no need to. And I'll show you just where she is. Just making sure to gain all the height here, and this is Dancer skip. So in teardrop, most things don't really have collision, some things do, and there's Dancer. And this is what she looks like, and that's all you're gonna see from her in this run. So moving through Lothar Castle now. This is gonna be sort of scary. There's a few pickups that I need to do, but hopefully it goes well. So in here is the Twinkling Titanites. That's what I use to upgrade the weapon. Need this one. Oh boy, it's starting.
Do you mind if I jump in?
No, you can go ahead, absolutely.
Alright, I just really quickly want to say that we're actually sponsored by Bandai Namco Entertainment, who they are providing prizes and game codes for us to give away. We can probably announce that we are supported by Bandai Namco Entertainment, and they are generously donating Dark Souls 1 Remastered keys for us to give away, as well as donating prizes such as the aforementioned art book, which you can get for a $5 donation. You're in the raffle for that if you donate $5. And the art steel plates, and the statuette actually. So thank you kindly Bandai Namco for continuously supporting our marathon.
Yes, thank you Bandai Namco.
Also thank you for making games like these.
Alright, so right there I went ahead and picked up, I think, the favorite item of Dark Souls 1. And it's a good item in Dark Souls 2 as well, but it's not so good in Dark Souls 3 for speedrunning, so we barely ever see it. But in this run, I'm gonna make all the Dark Souls cultists come together and be happy that RTZR, Red Tearstone Ring, is getting used in Dark Souls 3 speedrunning as well. There's gonna be a few occasions where it's gonna be strong. Alright. Skipped another boss, by the way, Dragon Slayer armor, never gonna see him. Alright, coming up now, Grand Archives. There are a few pickups here as well. Get some kills on the Crystal Lizards. Get some Twinkling Titanites. Scary Sage. And here's the first one. And just murder that thing, like so. So I get a Crystal Gem that I'm not really going to use, but I have it. Well, most important, I get the Twinkling Titanites. And another one over here. This one gives 2 Twinklings, so this is the best one. And so over here, of course, there's another Twinkling, another Crystal Lizard to kill. And now it's getting scarier because now there's enemies close too. And just gonna be sure to get some height here. Come around and just walk on air for a little bit. Scare things happening. Whoops, that's a big spear. And then just making sure I'm a little bit scared because dying here is pretty bad. One more Crystal Lizard here, and that's gonna be the last one. Alright, then get some height, get some more height, and there's one final chest that I like to get because it's got 3 Twinklings, the biggest stack in the game. Right here, open that. Then in this other chest, there's a Divine Blessing that's just kind of neat to have. Restores all your health in one go. Alright, walking on some air, coming over. Gonna lower myself here just a little bit so I can pick up a pretty big soul for the last couple of levels. The last scary thing in this run of the tiered up. Big try, they fell, and I'm out of here. Alright, tiered up 2 is now over. So I'm gonna go and upgrade my weapon, get a little bit more luck. So sell a soul, 20k. Excuse me. Upgrade the weapon, and then Firekeeper for a little bit more luck, really get a good RNG going. Alright. Oh yeah, and I should also remind you that no, not all of this is done in invisible tiered up mode. There's going to be a lot of cutscenes, there's going to be a lot of walking around normally, and in that time, do you really want, I almost got it, the face I'm wearing now to show up, or do you want the great armor of the sun looking like Solaire and praising everything about this game? So if you want to support the event, if you want to support the cause, help the children, save the children, definitely go check out if you want to make me wear Solaire armor. Alright. Right now, I'm gonna go and kill the Twin Princes, because I do need to kill them to progress the story of the game and get to the first ending. Just a bit of a scary bridge to run on here. And it looks like most enemies are looking to be rude to me. Yeah. One good guy. Alright. So coming up. It's a pretty tough boss fight, Twin Princes. They're definitely no joke in this. They are pretty tough. Alright, here we go. Phase 1 over, very nice. And that should be it. Awesome. That's a very, very good fight. He even tried to pull a sneaky on me there, going with a very fast attack in the transition. Nice. Alright. That's awesome. Alright. Time for something a little bit less awesome. I will demonstrate why Watcher's Glitch is the best glitch in all of speedrunning, perhaps. But I really hope I won't demonstrate why it's so good. On this patch, you have to fight the Abyss Watchers. Typically, you can glitch their AI, but it doesn't work on this patch. So, hopefully it's not as it usually is, which is very bad. But, we'll see how it goes. So right now, just make a warrior there. Gotta be sure to reset enemies here, because I want to fight pretty close to the floodgate. Actual boss fight, yeah, that's right. But on the good side is, you're actually gonna get to hear some of their pretty good music. go for the backstab here. The other guy's coming along, but I think this is fine. Yeah, very good for this one. We end up trading. Alright, cool. Pretty good fight there. Absolutely a good fight. Very nice. Alright, so that's most of the game done. There's one boss left, the final boss, Soulless Cinder. But this is that was the last fight of this any percent run. So the ending that I'll do first is the normal ending, which is linking the flame. And what that means for story, whoops, gonna try that again. Got it that time. Just getting some animation skips here, saving all the time. What that means is that basically everything I did was for nothing. The game just starts over. Nothing's happening. The world is still pretty messed up. Alright, and then I need this. A few items. And yes, that's it.
Do you think we have time for a few donations, or should I wait after Cinder?
No, you got about 2 minutes, I'd say, to go for it. Cinder's very anticlimactic, so go for it.
Alright, so first of all, I want to give a big shout out to our Russian restream, which is done by Karmic Koala. So if you are Russian and prefer the Russian language, you can go over to his channel, which I'm gonna post in chat soon. And also, we have a $5 donation by Effie saying, I don't think this qualifies as a speedrun. Wowie. Then we have $20 by Nems38 saying, so you're going by Fudgecow now, nerd? Ha! What's up? It's Tanner from high school. Remember me? Me and the guys used to give you a hard time at school. Sorry, you were such an easy target. Lol. I can see not much has changed. Remember Sarah, the girl you had a crush on? Yeah, we're married. Thank you for those donations.
Thank you, guys. Alright, so Cinder's not all that interesting for this this category. But you can make it somewhat interesting by doing RTSR Cinder. And I'll show you how. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take some damage here. And I didn't take the counter damage, so no, there's no RTSR at all. For some reason, I did not take the counter. I must have messed up, or something went wrong. That's a first. Oh well. The RTSR actually saves a staggering no seconds at all. Alright. It's coming up now. The first ending, Link the Flame. Alright, and we're gonna go ahead and watch the cutscene, since this is what the category is about. And really all that happens is really nothing happens.
So I guess we have time for more donations?
Yeah, you can go for one, absolutely.
Alright, we have $50 by DeBorg14 saying, come on guys, let's see the Solaire in all these endings. Praise the sun.
Yeah, and as you see there, my face is not the prettiest, so absolutely save us from the monstrosity. Get some Solaire armor going.
And we have currently 85 out of $250 for the incentive of wearing Solaire's armor. So you can definitely do that until like in 20 minutes, I guess. So go ahead and get your donations in.
Yeah, there's about another, I would say 30 or so minutes until Solaire armor, and then like I can probably get it whenever. But absolutely, get me some armor. Right, I'm gonna try to set up RTSR here, and hopefully it's not so stupid. need to heal up some of the damage I took, and this should be good, I think. So for the Artizar Udix Gunner, we're really making a quick fight. So I should say now, this is now the second game cycle, and that's Artizar. Alright, and hopefully I don't get hit by the arrow now. Alright, so I got Artizar for Udix Gunner. So this is the second time around, new game plus. Oof, scary. And that's Udix Gunner done again, but this time with Artizar, new game plus, much harder. And I believe the Artizar saves about 0 seconds to really make you feel it, but it looks cool. Alright, so right now I'm gonna go ahead and get my weapon to the full upgrade. So I just need to go and trade 2 things with Pump Arm. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that straight away. And this time there's no Crystal Lizard to kill. I'm done with Crystal Lizards. And yeah, just gonna check that I get the seed. Of course not. Alright, another perfect tree skip. And then onto the rafters. Finding the items that I need to drop, which is a Prism Stone and a large leather shield. Pick them up, drop down, Spook Widow, and that's it. A final visit to Andre, and then I'm gonna get a few bits of levels, get some faith, so I never need to spell swap again. Alright. So I got my sword to +5, the max upgrade level. I got another Estes. Then took the Firekeeper, get some levels. Get my faith to 15 and dump the rest in vigor for a lot of health. Set my inventory up to be pretty. Alright. So coming up is another thing that doesn't really save time, but it looks really neat. And it's another demonstration of some stuff that you really don't want to do in Dark Souls 3 at all. And that's board skip. So because this run goes into New Game Plus, there's a lot of things that activate for us, for the runners to do. And skipping more bosses is one of them. So board skip is 2 things to do. One of them is a ladder warp. So I'm going to store my position to a ladder, go kill Emma, and then quit out, and I'll be teleported back to the ladder. And after that, I'll do a teardrop and death cam, and I'll effectively skip vorts, is the plan. I don't really recommend doing this because it doesn't save time, but it looks neat, and that's why I like it. And I have a pretty generous estimate for this run, so I'm going to go ahead and use up that and show off a little meme thing that I like to do. So just a normal run through of High Wall until about a second from now. So there are 2 versions of Ladder Warp. It's the really annoying one and the really annoying one. So the first version is from the top, and I'm going to try that, see if I get it or not. And I didn't get it. So normally you would just sort of cancel getting on the ladder, and now it's the other annoying one. And so what you need is, you need to cancel getting on the ladder. And you do that by having either perfectly pressing the button, which is hard to do, or having this guy hit you when you try to get on the ladder. And he's hitting me at every other time right now. And it's probably one of the most annoying things to do in this game. And sometimes it doesn't really work that well. And hopefully I won't die before I get this. I should probably take my armor off. This archer, I really hope he won't kill me before I get this. Alright, where is it? Yeah. This is definitely the dumbest glitch in the game, ladder warping, because it's really, really stupid hard. Alright. This is...
So...
Yes, go for it.
Alright.
I'll give this one more try, go.
Okay, so we have a $20 donation by Mestio saying sub to deck. And then we have another $5 donation by DJ Netty saying, I mainly joined to watch an RTS Cinder and was met with colossal disappointment. Thank you guys for the donations, and we appreciate them a lot.
Yes, thank you very much. I must say, I was equally disappointed about the messed up Cinder. It's one of those where you get ready for a marathon and nothing works, just nothing. But I feel like that's a huge part of Dark Souls anyway. Alright, so I'm gonna try this again. And I'll give it a couple tries. And top version is hard. And then bottom version is also hard. But I really want to do this. And the guy is just not playing along. Where is he? Just gonna go ahead and hit the wall. Come on now, Archer, you can do this. Alright. And this is why you generally wouldn't do Vort Skip, so... Alright, now he's gonna actually hit me. And I got it. Perfect. So, if you're looking to hire security, I don't recommend hollows. They are not very good at their jobs. They will hit the wall rather than the guy invading your home. If you're looking for security, you probably want to get those knights there. They can really mess people up if they want to. Alright. I'm gonna kill Emma here. I'm gonna trigger Dancer, make her come out. Alright, and when I load back in now, I'll be back by the ladder, and the archer guy is probably gonna give me trouble. But I'll be able to do Vort Skip. Alright, I'm back by the ladder. I just need to equip my thing to cast a miracle. Alright. And lo and behold, here are glitches. So right here. And so now I'm in Teardrop and Death Cam at the same time. So it's the combination of some of the least favorite things for speedrunners to do in this game. But this allows me to go under the map. So this is the courtyard I was just in. And I'm gonna lower my height using the bottom side of the stairs. If I can get in there, yes I can. And I'll skip Vort. And I don't really think I saved time, but hopefully you'll say this is mildly interesting. And then I'm happy. Alright, so I hit the bottom of the stairs there. And now I just need to make my way around because this area is full of invisible walls that stretch all the way down. And so you get another view of, this is what Lothric Castle looks like. The High Wall of Lothric actually is, but it's all the same really. Another area I think coming up is the elevator room. Yes it is. And the elevator stretches all the way down. And coming up, you see there's a little orange splotcher, and that is the other side of the Vort boss room. So I'll walk past that, almost all the way up to the gate, and I'll quit out. Alright. And if I did it right, then this is Vort Skip. And if I did it wrong, then it's really, really awkward, but I think I did it right. Alright. And on the other side of this gate, there's Vort. And on this side, there's freedom. So I'm going to go for the freedom. So yeah, Vort is actually an optional boss. Alright, so I just need to refill some of my resources here. And I'm going to start setting up for the next ending that I'm going for, which is going to be the Lord of Hollows. Kill these dogs, get these skulls, so I'm going to need them in a second. I'm going to talk to Yoel, and then I'm going to die a bunch of times and turn myself into a racing. Really tried my hardest to look as much as Dark Souls 1 as possible. So I sent Yoel back to Fighting Shrine. Gonna use his skull, get rid of the dogs, don't want to deal with him. And then go back home to Firelink. And so now there's gonna be a lot of death. Why so much dog hate? Dogs are not very... They aren't so nice. Right, so every time you level up with Yoel, you gain a stack of, I believe they're called Dark Sigils. And Dark Sigils is what makes you hollow. So I'm going to level up twice by Yoel in Firelink, and then I'm going to go die in Undead Settlement because it's a little bit faster. Alright. And don't worry, this is not me failing, this is absolutely intended. You died is good. For once. And this is going to take a little bit, so if you have any messages, I fell, now is an excellent time.
Alright. I can't see any new donations right now, but I'm gonna use the time you give me to mention the raffle again. So for every $5 donation you put towards the part that says rewards, you are entering a raffle for a Dark Souls art book and a Dark Souls steel art plate. And to give you a perspective what Save the Children can do with those $5, these $5 can provide education supplies for one child, giving him or her the tools they need to continue their educations. So you can both reward yourself basically and give a child in need education for their life. So thank you for all your donations.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you wonder if you only can give a little amount, it absolutely helps. Everything counts. And also
Most
remember,
definitely.
yeah, and everything counts. Put it against this Solar armor. Definitely want to make me look pretty. Because in a little bit, you're going to see that I'm not going to look pretty at all. So absolutely, Solar armor is what we need. And save the children. So yeah, I think there are a couple more deaths to have. So I'll be met by the very nice Souls Retrieved, which feels good. And I'll be instantly slammed with a "you died."
Then I will use the time to give a shout out to one of our other partners, if that's alright for you.
Yes, go for it.
We also have 2, I think, available t-shirts again, which are designed by humans. They are helping us print and ship Speed Souls charity marathon tees, where $10 of every shirt sold goes to Save the Children. So there are 2 different designs which you can choose from, or you just get both of them. And $10 of every shirt you buy will go to Save the Children, which is also a great reward, I guess.
So yeah, absolutely check out the real life fashion then. Alright, so I think that's it. Yes, it is. Alright, now I look really pretty. And for those wondering why do I jump off an edge over and over, it's to level up by Yoel, which is a requirement for the next ending that I'm going for.
Then shall we begin, Ben? Then shall we begin?
Alright,
Be safe.
then I'm done with Yoel, so I'm just gonna quit out here. Move on the quest, and then there's gonna be another girl called Yuria. I'll talk to her, and then I'm done with the quest for now. Get a nice gesture, talk to her, just make sure I get everything. And back to the top. Back to the top side of Firelink. Alright, and now I've died enough, so I'm going to continue the run. So the plan now is that I'm going to go talk to Henri. Though this time I won't kill Henri yet. I will kill her eventually. I'll put a nice sword right in her head, but for now I'm going to make... Oh gosh. This door is not very nice. Got through though. I'm gonna make Henri think I'm her friend, and then I'll slowly let her be murdered. And that's gonna lead me to the next ending of Lord of Hollows, in which I become the ruler of this world now ruined by hollows, or something like that is the story. And there's also going to be another instance of Teardrop, only this time I'm going a different direction, because to do the Henri quest line, you'll need to kill the deacons, which I normally could skip, but not this time around, because I do need to do the quests. Right here, for the incentive, again, this is not what we want to be looking at together. So remember, there is the incentive to get some Slayer armor, definitely check that out. And I'm going to send this elevator down to try to set up for the Slayer armor later on. And I'll be able to get that pretty soon. Alright. So that's why I'm sending the elevator down. Gonna go ahead and get this Ember, again for the same reason. That this is not... One second. This face is not so pretty. Definitely save us. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and run through the Road of Sacrifices. We'll be coming up. So this is the tiered up area. It's also the area where you will do the Fire and Keep skipped Death Cam, which is not going to be used in this round at least. So that's always nice. And Frank-Received indeed. Alright. Gonna go ahead and get this bonfire. And Resting Bite will reset the enemies, because they're all mad over there that I ran past them without even saying hi. They're really upset. So right now, Henri's telling me she's looking for Aldrich, and I'll go look for Aldrich with her. But I'll take a very different route than she will. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and press the wrong key, and then get down here. Alright. I'll try to position as well as I can. Hopefully this goes first try like before. Perfect. Absolutely stunning. Alright. So now I'm back in tiered up mode. So we'll have a little bit of a pause from looking at the racing that my character's become. Just gonna use a tiny bit of Henri, get some health. But I'll use the Ember in a little bit, I think. That's probably gonna be better. Alright. Ember up here. And then, so last time I went and got the bonfire, like I will do now, but then I went and skipped Watchers, but I won't do that now. So I'm going to be looking for the Deacons. And finding Deacons is sort of like some bosses in these games where they're pretty hard to find. You don't really know where they are. And it's going to be even harder to find them in what I'm doing now. So I'm going to go ahead and put on some armor. Don't really want to die too easily, because there are some dangers up ahead. And yeah, this run is absolutely... do you like Out of Bounds? This is really cool. If you don't like Out of Bounds, I hope you think this is cool anyway. But right now I'm inbounds but flying. I don't really know where we're going to put that one. Right, get some green blossoms. They're useful later on. Alright, skip this crab. Gives me a good attack, get a grass crest shield. Go this way. I want to get invaded here to really spawn an item later. Again, for the armor. Solaris armor set, guys. Alright. And coming up now is Crystal Sage. And I'll fight her in teared up mode. Him or her, I don't really know. Alright. So I'm looking for a specific attack here called Solnas. And I'm just gonna have to wait until he does it, and he does it very fast. That's very nice of him. And this boss is very weak to bleed. So yeah, it's a pretty okay fight, I would say. Sage done with. Alright, very nice. And yeah, it's not really so weird that he does Crystal Soul Mass so fast, because I leveled up luck after all. So it's really showing off that luck is the speedrun stat to go for. Alright. Just flying across here. Alright, I'm gonna use the second skull here that I have on these dogs, just to make sure they can really mess you up. They teleport, they never stop. So I'm using the skull here, get rid of those dogs, clean up my inventory a little bit. Alright. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go way out of bounds again. Just gonna make sure to get the height that I want, like so. Right. So the cathedral actually is not a full structure. They sort of cheated when they built it, and there's a ton of holes that you can enter through. In fact, there's actually just whole walls missing. So I'm gonna go ahead and find where deacons are. And they are pretty much straight ahead. So this is way out of bounds again. And they should be just about here somewhere. Here they are. Alright, so this is sort of like Aldrich, but sort of not, because I'm gonna kill them from under the map, only they're actually gonna fight back. And so if you ever wondered, where is the big deacon in phase 1? He's actually inside the tomb, right here. So he's not fighting back just yet, but when I hit him now, he's going to teleport. And all of a sudden, they're going to fight back, and I'm under the map. And it's kind of hard to see. See, where is the big beacon? And I think that's it. Yes, it is. Right, I got the deacons down. Bit of a cheesy fight, very much a cheesy fight. And I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit to Henri. So progress that storyline. And so it becomes our destination. Nice. Alright. So coming up now is a bit of intended percent sort of running, where I'll actually stay inbounds and do inbounds things. And coming up is the Abyss Watchers. Only this time they're even worse than they were before, but I have a lot more health to deal with them. Blue Sentinels are spliced. Oh yeah, so I got a little item there, so I'll be part of a... What's it called? A guild? No, it's called... Well, some faction. Put that on previous not splicing. This is actually real. But yeah, now I got another bit of fashion here. I was able to pick up an armor set called Fallen Knights. It's the newbie armor set. So again, Solaire armor, guys. Let's get it. Oh boy. And so the memes start now. See if we can work this out. Parry and riposte are friends. Alright, phase 1 is over. Oh wow. Alright, pretty cool phase 2. And when it comes to watchers, there really is no good fights anymore. It's just hoping that they don't mess you up too bad. But at least the music is really good, that's right. Alright, so I'm gonna go find Henri. Henri is hiding in the catacombs and I need to find her twice. All the endings that we're doing is the all the main endings. Right. Oh god, that's annoying. So it's gonna be the one I've done already, which is Link the Fire, the normal one. I'm doing Lord of Hollows now, and then it's gonna be saving the Firekeeper. So it's gonna be all the main endings for this marathon run. Alright, and here's Henri, and I hope I don't get any bean skellies. Alright, they're closing in, but they're not going to show up. Right. So right now there's a bit of a running segment, so if there's any messages to go for, now is a good time.
I just checked and unluckily we still don't have any new donations, but I can talk a bit about Save the Children if you want to.
Absolutely.
Save the Children works in the heart of communities where they help children and families help themselves. By providing education, infrastructure, healthcare and protection from harm, Save the Children works closely with other organizations, governments, non-profits and a variety of local partners while maintaining their own independence without political agenda or religious orientation. Help us help them in making the world a better place. Thank you all for donating, and don't forget to put your donations towards the challenge, or rather the incentive, that Fudgecow has to wear the Solaire armor to keep us all from that phase.
From all the bad fashion I'm forced to put on now.
We actually did get a donation just now, so
Yeah, there's absolutely
I guess I
time. Go
can
for
do
it.
it. Right, great. So we have a $10 donation from Get Okay, I'm sorry about that name. I don't know how to pronounce it. $10 donation saying praise the children. Thank you for that.
Thank you very much for the $10 to save the children and praise the children. Oh boy, I have trouble here. Now that guy, I don't really know where he's from. I think that's enough for the Henri though. That was a surprise. Big oof. Alright, luckily it's not very far to run because I got this bonfire. Why is it that once you go for a marathon, everything that can go wrong will go wrong, and everything you didn't know can go wrong will also go wrong for you? It is brilliant. I guess what I really need is just to dump another bunch of levels into luck, just to make it really work out. Oh yeah, that's Murphy's Law. This hasn't happened before. Alright, so I'm just gonna make sure that Henri does move on. And then I'll kill Walner and I'll be right back on the run. Alright, so Henri's still over there, so I'm just gonna talk to her a couple times to make sure she's really moving on. Hopefully that guy does not follow this time. It's a bit of a spooky place to be in. There's a lot of skeletons around here. Right, that should absolutely do it. And if you're wondering, she's looking for Horace. Horace is down there, but you don't really need to go do anything with Horace at all. Henri will move on her own. She'll miss Horace, but I don't really care. I just want to get on with the run. Alright, so coming up now is a boss that I previously skipped, which is Walner. But I'm just going to go ahead and kill him now. Because he is not really all that much of a challenge. You'll hit him like that. Done with the first bracelet. Bundle up. And go for the quick kill. Very nice. And now I've been asked to some friends asking me to say that what I'm using is charcoal pine bundles, and they deal a lot of extra damage, especially to bosses like Walner, weak to fire. So again, that's charcoal pine bundles. So yeah, getting that out of the way. Alright, coming up now, Irithyll, slightly more intended perhaps. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and go find Yorm. But while I'm doing this, I'm going to run through Irithyll sort of the normal way that speedrunners would do it anyway. I'm going to go ahead and catch a ring here that I'm going to use. Kill Pontiff's Beast for the Pontiff's right eye. And so, where the armor? Oh, there's no armor. However, there can be armor should we reach the incentive for the Solar armor, and I can get that very soon should we meet it. Alright, so right now there's a little more of a standard skip coming up. A little bit of out of bounds, but mostly this is a good skip. So this is the normal Irithyll skip, where you just jump over a fence, you walk in a ceiling, a little bit of out of bounds, very good. Thank you, this Hex, for finding good skips in this game. Alright, nice. And so that's most of the Irithyll area skipped for the normal run through, and I'm just going to go ahead and get this bonfire just for safety. Alright, so to meet the incentive for the Solar armor, there's a thing I need to do here, and I need to get invaded a bunch of times to spawn an item that I'll trade for the armor. So there's going to be a little bit of a hold up. So, whoa, that guy is doing mean things.
Just a quick reminder that there are $165 left to match the incentive, so Fudgecow can pick up all the things and then trade them for the Solar armor. Just a quick reminder. And also we have another donation,
Nice.
$5 by Panzer, with no message whatsoever, but still, thank you very much for your donation.
Thank you very much. So yeah, this is a little bit of an awkward part, making sure I can meet the incentive. And it's quitting out as soon as I get invaded over and over. Just making sure that I get the item that spawns from being invaded, the Seed of a Giant Tree. So luckily this is also the patch that has the quickest quit outs, making this a little bit more bearable. And really make sure that I don't spaghetti the quit out, because then I have to deal with the invader. And I think 2 more times after this should do it. If not, I'm in trouble. But so yeah, this is quit out percent, absolutely. Making sure that the incentive can be met. 1 more quit out, and then I'll continue. Alright, and I'm gonna continue. So if this doesn't spawn the seed, then I'll be really confused. Oh, I might get invaded 1 more time, so I'm just gonna keep the quit out open here, be sure. I might, no, dang. Alright, on with the run. I'm gonna run through dungeon. Like before, dungeon is very straightforward. You go around, you spook, you drop down, you're done. Normally though, it can be a pretty confusing place. It is easy to get lost in the dungeon. It does happen to some runners sometimes. It's not the easiest to find your way around, but I'm sure I'll be able to make it out just okay. Alright. So coming up now, I'm doing the drop down without the quit out, making sure to be as fast as possible for real time. And all you need for this is spook. You can just skip the entire inside of the dungeon, just like that. Alright. This time though for Yorm, I already have the Storm Ruler, so it's going to be pretty convenient. Just making sure this Gargoyle is behaving. He is. Very good. Jump and drop down. So again, really showcasing that Spook might be the single best spell in this game. That there is so much you can just skip ahead of, saving a lot of time. Dual wield Storm Ruler. If I get to it, I might be able to pick up another one. We'll see. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and set up my Storm Ruler now. Putting on as much armor as I can, making sure I won't die to Yorn. No, this is, as for why I have Henri's sword and she's alive, is that this is the new game plus. So I've already done 1 playthrough of the game, and on the same account, same save, I'm going and finding the next ending. Right. And Yorn is being pretty okay. It's been very, very okay, I'll say. This cheap weapon is Storm Ruler. Alright. So for the guy in chat, I'm wasting a tiny bit of time here, just for you. And I'm gonna have 2 Storm Rulers. I know this is absolutely not current patch. Current patch does not have all these fun things that I can do. Alright. So now I'm gonna go ahead and excuse me, do the rest of the run of this playthrough. And for that, I'll be going to showcase Storm Ruler next time. Let's see. I'll be doing Tiered Up 2 again, but this time I'm also going to do a little bit more stuff with it. Dang, hard jump. Just start those things, but this is nice though. I get to Ember Up from killing Aldrich. Oh, and this will also be a nice place to showcase Arcuzar again. Let's see here, just gonna wait for the text to disappear. That should do it. Absolutely, nice. So yeah, now I'm gonna continue the Henri quest line. So I need to go find Henri and Irithil, and then I'll need to go find see here. Just gonna go ahead and do this bit, and then I'll talk. Very nice. So I need to go find Henri. And she's going to be in the Church of Fudgecow. So I'll go there, and to progress the Henri quest line, I need to go kill Pontiff. So I'll do that. So there's going to be a little bit of different pathing from last time. Then there's going to be Aldrich and Lothar Castle, Twin Princes, and then we're done. And there's also going to be, hopefully, some Solaire armor going on.
Speaking of Solaire armor,
Yes.
we haven't met the incentive yet, but we did get 2 other donations. One $20 donation by Anonymous saying, "Thanks guys, great initiative," which was put towards the incentive, so now only $145 are missing for the Solaire armor. And we got $40 by T-Sot, I believe, saying, "Heck yeah, another Speed Souls marathon." Thank you for your donations, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Alright, just making sure everything loads in here. And these guys can hit you here, so it's a little bit scary, but luckily they didn't really do anything. So I'm coming around. Whoa, speak too soon. Alright, and I'm going for Pontiff now. And Pontiff, normally a pretty hard boss until you get a shield, and then especially until you learn how to use the shield and just deny him. Let him explode. Get a couple hits in. Ooh, he's been a bit of a memer right now. But no, it just works out fine anyway. Excellent. Alright, Pontiff done with. Alright, so. Coming up now on Orlando. Got my Ember back, very nice. Got my Orb back. And my Light Bulb again. Alright. So right now, I'll do the same thing that I did to Aldrich before. Only I need to remember to get the bonfire. Just absolutely remind me of that. And I think it's also that in current PBs of this run that I have, and I had, there's always something I forget, and it's usually getting bonfires. So if there's ever any doubt, if you want to say anything in chat, just tell me you get bonfires, and you'll probably do me a huge favor. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna go ahead and panic roll a little bit. Yeah, there's alright. If you ever wonder where I am, I'm right on top of the arrow in my hip. That's right where I am. I wonder where it actually hit me. It looks like it might be in my leg. Alright, so right now I got RTSR going, so I'm going to go ahead and put my weapon away since it heals me. And then I need this bonfire, so thank you everyone who reminded me to get it. Alright, arrow's gone now, so I don't really know where I am. Luckily, I got this RTSR to help me out in this tier. Alright. So all just going to be done just like before, but now with even fewer hits. That guy's going to try his best, but I'm too fast for him. Alright, and I think I'm actually not sure how many hits Aldrich goes down in. He goes down very fast, but if you want to count, it's a little thing to do. So let's try to figure out how many hits does it take. So in the first version, it takes 36, but I think it's about 20 now. So that's 5. And a way of counting is that you remember to say wowee. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 wowies. And just really keep your count up going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wowies. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 wowies. So it's 20 wowies to kill him in New Game Plus. Try to remember that for the next time. So I'm going to go ahead and heal here using the Divine Blessing and trigger the cutscene. So I'll be teleported. Alright, so for the next kill, we'll remember 20 wowies. And we'll compare how many it takes on the New Game Plus Plus. Alright, back in Lofter Castle. Let's continue the run here. And just like last time, it's going to be Dancer skip and DSA skip. And then the fastest version of just running through. Though there is one more bonfire that I'll need to get to meet the incentive. To really make sure I have all the items that I need. So here's Dancer. Oh yeah, there's time, go for it.
Hi there, Dancer. Also want to really quickly mention that we have giveaways which you can enter without needing to donate any money. So if you type in !giveaway, you can enter a giveaway for, let me look this up real quick. You can enter a giveaway for another Dark Souls art book, steel plate and Steam version of Dark Souls Remastered, which the keys we got from Bandai Namco Entertainment themselves, so that is also quite great. And we have a $15 donation by Boogeyman551 saying, having 2 Storm Rulers is not a waste of time. Thank you for your donation.
Thank you very much. And I'll be sure to showcase the double Storm Ruler for the next Yorm fight, because there will be another one. Sadly, I don't think there's possible to wear 3 Storm Rulers at once.
Just a quick information, because I'm looking at chat right now. You don't automatically enter the giveaway by typing in !giveaway. You have to click the link and then you can, via the link, enter the giveaway. So, yeah. Just for clarification.
Alright, so I should probably show you, by the way, I don't think we'll be able to see him a little bit low. But in there is Dragon Slayer armor, and he's just waiting for me. And I'm gonna keep him waiting forever, so I'm not gonna deal with him. I'm getting a safety bonfire here, just so that I don't soft lock myself. Get keys. Always good to remember to take the keys, and then I think I have all I need to quickly make my way through archives. This time, no crystal lizards, just running. And there's a little thing here you can do. If you step on this book pile, there's actually going to be, I'm not going to hit any load triggers, so there's going to be a little bit of things missing here, and I'll keep avoiding hitting triggers just to show a little bit of how much you can break Dark Souls. So this is what the room looks like without the furniture. Taking the Grand out of Grand Archives. Okay, making my way through there, making sure I don't die. This is usually a pretty scary place. A thing to notice though that we found not so long ago was that while you're in Teardrop, there's actually a surprising amount of attacks that don't deal damage to you, because a lot of damage dealt to you, you need to be grounded wherever the damage hits. So for example, the Crystal Hail from this stage does not hit you if you're airborne. And that was a pretty cool find done by Evading Ares not so long ago. So Teardrop is actually a pretty fun glitch to mess around in the game. I'm getting a soul here, just making sure that I'm going to be able to get levels later on to wear the Slayer armor, since it is a little bit heavy. Alright. And now there's going to be just running up the bridge here, getting my way to the Twin Princes. And most of the enemies feel pretty nice. Alright. So now Twin Princes again, they're going to be a little bit better than last time, but they hit a lot harder. So they die faster, and so do I. I think it's going to be okay. Just making sure to put on my newbie armor, the Fallen Knight, and I'd much rather wear Solaire. Right, here we are. And that was a very nice clean fight. Just gonna go ahead and pop some souls here. Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and out and go pick up some items that I need for the Solaire armor, just to make sure I have everything. Alright, so I need to go to Dragon Barracks. So again, if there's time for anything, there is time now if there's anything to say.
I am just checking, and I can mention again that if you want to donate towards the challenges or the incentive of the Solaire armor, you can go to the Tiltify page, and on the left hand side you see a point that says challenges, and if you click, you will see Dark Souls 3 all endings wearing Solaire's armor after first playthrough by Fudgecow, which is the current run, so you can directly have an impact on the run Fudgecow is doing right now. So yeah, donate towards that if you want to.
Absolutely, just making sure that I'm going to be able to have it all right now. Hopefully the seed spawns. It's a bit of an RNG thing, where every time you get invaded, there's a chance to have the seed. And it never goes to 100%, so it's a little bit of a gamble, but I think I got it, and I did have it. Excellent. So I have all the things I need now. So as soon as that's met, it's going to be Solaire going on. Alright, I need to go talk to Yuria. I'm going to get Prison Zone, and then I'm going to talk to her. What she tells me is that I can marry Henri. And so there's a little bit of a sidetrack that I need to do right now, and it's, I think, pretty far to go. Yes, it is. From here. So there's the one last item that I need for the armor, and then I'm gonna go ahead and marry Henri, get the ending, and then onward to the last playthrough. Oh gosh. Yes, it's going to be a wedding, and you're all invited. So this is not really part of the normal speedrun, but because of the incentive, I need to go and meet an old friend. If you know of Dark Souls, then you know of this guy, and it's Sigurd. I'm pretty sure it's Sigurd in this game. And our dear Onion Knight, I'm going to help him out a tiny bit because I need his Seek Brow. So this run really, and the way we're doing it now, really showing a lot of Dark Souls and a lot of the memes from it. Alright, so I just need to go up this ladder, this elevator, excuse me. And I got some souls to make it better. And here he is, we can hear him. Alright, just need to get my correct resins. I'm just gonna push him off the edge. Make him come a little bit faster over to this boss over here. Alright. Just gonna go ahead and kill this guy. Put on the resin. Alright. Dear Onion Knight, just gonna go ahead and get some Seek Brow, and then toast with him, having a good time, and then I'll just go back on. Alright, so it's time to marry Henri. So I'm gonna go to Honor Londo, and put on your best clothes because we're going to a wedding now. And it's a bit of a different wedding. It's what we do in Dark Souls weddings. And I think the only thing that's going to be missing is, well, the standard words of "you died." Time for 1 soul when you talk to this guy, so I'm gonna go ahead and just really try to optimize the little things. Alright, so who's ready for a wedding? Up ahead is the bride, dear Henri. And Henri usually gives me a lot of trouble in runs, so I'm very happy for this cutscene. This might just be the best cutscene in the game. So let's go ahead and watch it. And wow, my character is a real racing. So remember the incentive, try to get some Slither armor. And that is one beautiful face. And that is indeed how a good marriage starts. It's a very satisfying cutscene after how many hundreds of runs that Henri just made sure would end. Alright. So, now I'm done with the story of this playthrough. I'm going to go ahead and go deal with Cinder. And that's going to be the end of this New Game Plus. The typical Dark Souls wedding. As I said, I think the one thing missing is for Henri, just by the end you have the letters, or the words rather, saying "you died," just for Henri. Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. So I think you notice is that normally there's a cutscene there, but you can actually move during the cutscene. So somebody found a long time ago that you can homeward bone during the cutscene, which saves a bit of time, and that's why I skip ahead to this bonfire straight away. That's pretty neat. Alright, and if you thought that this run was about to get really interesting, it's not. I'm just going to go ahead and, well, if I can, get up on this bit of the pillar and go ahead and just turn Cinder off. So the best part about this patch is you don't have to deal with Cinder at all. You don't have to deal with Pyro Face. You don't have to deal with like never-ending triple combos. And the sad part is that there's no Gwyn music. Alright. Making sure I do have Soul, so I can use, try to show off some speed. Alright, and then another array of attacks should put him into phase 2. Yes, it does. I'm gonna go ahead and pop a Soul. And wow. Washed up speedrunner cannot even when Cinder doesn't fight back, I'm still getting hit by him. The Ehu Hyoshin. Alright. Alright. Just gonna take some stuff off, and here we go. Link the first flame. I say yes, but that's not really what's going to happen. So in this ending, I am usurping the flame and claiming it from the gods and giving it to the Hollows instead, and I become the Lord of Hollows. And lore-wise, I think this just makes the world suck really bad, worse than it already is. So in a way, it's a pretty good ending. It looks pretty neat. And yes, that is a face only a mother could love. Alright, and that is ending number 2. So I'm going to go ahead and put us into Journey 3, the last one. So there's going to be all of this again, but done very, very fast this time. There's no extra quest, it's just picking up an item. Alright. So I have a couple weapons here that I want to get rid of. I'm just going to go ahead and leave them. Alright. Yeah, this is going to be actually fast. Lord of Hollows takes a surprisingly long amount of time to do. There's a lot of little errands to run for. Especially also doing the incentive takes a little bit of extra time. But hopefully we'll get that and it's going to be sick putting on the Sedar armor. Alright, so coming up now, Yuri's gonna do down the 3rd time. I think he transforms? I think he'll actually do 2 attacks instead of just 1. So here's 1. Oh, he actually does a quick one, so he does 2. With a hit. But no, he does not enter phase 2. That's pretty neat. Anything to do one ending. I think the first ending was done in about 45 minutes. Spending souls at Tandos? No, I'm actually gonna head and level up now. But as for spending souls, I have 1.2 million souls. There's just not really that much that I need them for. But right now, I can level up because there's a tiny bit of time. Let's make it a little better. 60 vigor, right? I don't remember what there was for the actual run of this, but a little bit more vigor and a little bit of endurance, and I think some vitality to make sure that I can wear the armor. I didn't even spend all the souls. Alright, and then travel to Highwall. Jump it on. Yes. Go for it.
Great. Alright, we have a $20 anonymous donation,
Wow.
which says, "Great run, great cause. Thanks for making this marathon. Also, hello ASMR host." Which actually was put towards your incentive, so we are $125 off meeting the incentive, and you can still prevent us from seeing that face ever again. So thank you for all your donations, and please put them towards the incentive. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Alright, so this time though, I'm gonna go ahead and just do vorts. Just to make sure that I don't lose so much time to trying to do ladder warping. Ladder warping is pretty tough in this game. It's very tough. Gonna give it one try. Didn't get it. Alright, moving on. Okay. So like I said, this time, why not doing tiered up? Board skip does not save time. It's just a cool thing to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this as fast as I can. Just a full playthrough of this. But, gasp, I'm a monster killing old ladies. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and cover up my face a little bit this time. Just put on some armor for vorts. Headshot vorts. I can try. So vorts does not bleed, making this fight a little bit longer. Than the other fights. But there is one thing you can do, and you can headshot in for a big riposte. So hopefully you'll learn something to do for your own runs. And so when Vort transitions for phase 2, he always does Frost Breath by the end of his charges. And if you do a charge heavy attack on his head when he does that, you will just destroy him, and you can riposte him and you'll destroy him even more. Alright, moving on. Another couple of dogs here, another couple of hopefully good boys. And it seems like they're going to be good boys indeed. Again, same old areas, same old door that you can very easily get stuck in. Alright, let me take some armor off so I can roll further. See how nice I look as a raisin. And there we are, very nice. Alright. Just gotta make sure that these little gems, like, I don't get stuck on them, because trying to recover, especially now, new game plus plus, so enemies actually do hurt quite a bit. Just making sure that they don't give me any trouble. Alright. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the bonfire head, just for safety, because I'm gonna do Teared Up 1 again, and Teared Up 1 is known for giving trouble to people. Just make sure I have everything for it. So should it fail, I'll not have to run as far. And luckily, no, this time there's no Henri at all. She's not involved in any way. Just completely get rid of her. But for this ending that I'm doing now, there's going to be a new waifu, which is just going to be the standard Firekeeper. And I think most people would say that the Firekeeper generally is the best waifu. Anyway. Alright. Going down here. Drop down. Right, very nice. And then... Dang. Alright. Teared Up 1 is not so fun sometimes. Just gonna have to go ahead and do all that running again. So yeah, the thing about Teared Up 1 is that it's a sort of skip where someone's going to go and say, I found a consistent setup. And I'll be very interested to see, like, oh, you got a consistent setup, well, let's see then. And so it's going to be consistent and like, wow, it really is. And then all of a sudden, it's not consistent at all, and that's Teared Up 1 in a nutshell. And that's sort of what happened now. It's like I thought I had something good, and then it stopped being good. Wow, all the enemies almost getting to me there. Alright. Try number 2. This time I don't have to do spell swap. And let's see here. This might be okay? No. Oh man. Alright, so I'm 2 for 2 so far. So far it's been pretty good with teardrops. I don't think I've died to teardropping just yet. Now, saying that, and since it's a marathon, obviously, things will go wrong. Big oof. Yeah. So running through here, I'm a little bit sorry about the ears. These guys do like to scream. A lot. So until this works, I feel if there's anything to say, now is definitely a good time to go for it.
Alright, then I'm gonna quickly mention that we're actually sponsored, or we're actually partners with Bandai Namco Entertainment for this event, who are providing prizes and game codes for us to give away. So if you type !giveaway and follow the link, which is especially important, I forgot to say that last time. If you follow the link, you can partake in this giveaway, and they enabled us to give away Dark Souls 1 Remastered keys, and also a Dark Souls art book and the steel plate, if I'm not mistaken. So you don't have to invest any money to partake in these giveaways, but you can also You can also join a raffle if you donate $5 toward the rewards, which are also Dark Souls art book and the steel plate, on the Tiltify page. So you have two choices of how to get those prizes, and you can use both of them actually to double your chances. So yeah, go ahead and do that. Or just donate towards the incentive of wearing Solare's armor, I guess. That also works.
Yeah, absolutely. Check out all the raffles, check out everything, support the events. It's a really cool cause. Though right now, it's hard to say that get me to wear armor as I'm being invisible, but I'm not going to be invisible for very long. This time, there's no errands to be running. I'm just moving straight from point A to point B as quick as I can. And the quickest way of doing it is actually just with tiered up. And this saves quite a bit of time. Saves me from killing 4 extra bosses. So let's see. Trying to remember the exact point of where the height is good enough to go through. And it is a rock. About here, and I'll go. So I'm sort of traveling on nothing, so in the far distance you can see there are some clouds. That's sort of what you go by, but it's kind of hard. But in a little bit there's going to be a ray of light that indicates about the entrance to Wolner's boss room. And so I'm just going to go and look for that, and then I'll know where I am. But if you're wondering what is the world of Dark Souls full of, and it's actually this. And I think Miyazaki nailed it. It's actually quite poetical that in the world of Dark Souls, when you take away the boss fights, when you take away all the beauties, there's just not so much there. And that's why we like it. It's all a bit... I'm not sure what I'm saying, but I don't think I'm making sense anymore, am I? I fell.
I just keep going, it's fine.
Keep going, it's fine. That's why we like Dark Souls, it's mysterious. I think that's what I was trying to get to. Alright, just wowie instead. Alright, back to before the HFI. I like that. No crash, excellent. Alright, so I think this pathing for tiered up saves a lot of time compared to normal, so this is a bit faster, so that's nice. Alright, back to Earthel now. Beautiful place. Gonna go ahead and skip as much of it as I can. And oh yeah, I got 2 Storm Rulers. So that's gonna be exciting. Alright, just making my way across. Good old dull skip and a good version. Dual wheel Storm Rulers, yeah. And oh, it's actually really far. That should do it. All right. So let's see. I have 1 Storm Ruler and I have 2 Storm Rulers. So I got 2 of them. So Yorm basically has 0 chances to live at all now. Just gonna be sure. This guy might be rude. We'll see. No, he does good attacks. It's very important to listen to what the enemies are doing. Gosh, almost messing up the quit out there. Because I will get invaded here by Alba. Just gonna skip that and then skip the dungeon. Last time we've seen the dungeon now. Right, I just need to find my stuff for the spooks. And yeah, I don't think there's so much to say right now, so it's a pretty good time if there's any messages again.
Sure thing. We got a $20 donation by, I think,
Wow.
Gleep the Memes 20. And it's saying here, an almighty memes 20 for Kamikola's Russian community. Raise them shields. Thanks to all those who organize and participate in this event. Also, to those who spread the word about it. Sunny greetings to everyone on the stream from totally not sunny Russia. Sirnich forever. I hope I didn't butcher that word. Thank you for your donation.
Yes, thank you very much. Right, almost coming up to Yorm now. Just one more spook and I'll be right there. And I don't think I can charge both Storm Rulers at the same time. I'll try that. And hopefully they'll both be glowing. And that's going to be neat. And then I'll kill him. But we'll see. So it's this one. Right, 2 Storm Rulers. Put on some armor because I don't want to die. Right, moment of truth. What happens with two Storm Rulers and 1 Yorm? And no, you can't have them both glow. But there is 2 of them. Oh gosh, Yorm is being a little bit of a meanie. Very nice. Okay, very good. You're in fight there. 2 Storm Rulers. Oh, we got the Russian invasion too, huh? Get some good boys to defend the chat, I guess. Alright. Final tiered up 2 now coming up. Just gonna go ahead and take off some armor. And put on my sword. Alright. Just line up as well as I can. And that should be a good jump. Yes, it is. And where you land, by the way, you're landing right on top of some form of tree. So the jump is fairly precise there, but it's not so bad to get. Right, and then where is all the things? Looks like I got the wrong items on the wrong places. There. Right, now to just tap off the edge, put the dust cleared up. Perfect. Get some health going. Right, so this time it's also just straightforward running, beelining right for Aldrich. And from Aldrich it's going to be right to Princess, Princess right to Watchers. But then there's going to be a little bit of a sidetrack going for the last ending. So I'll also kill a Cyros and I'll also kill Gunder, Champion Gunder. And they're going to be pretty fun. Because they're actually pretty tough when you get to higher new game cycles like now. We go ahead and heal a little bit here. Get my health back up. To pause. Right, so again on Orlando, seen it before, ski slopes, and just beelining. So, I guess I feel if there are any messages.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but currently no new donations. So, yeah,
Fine.
I can just remind you guys of, if you want to donate to this event, you can type !donate in the chat and follow that link. It also automatically comes up every, I feel like 10 minutes or around that. And you can also type an !giveaway and join our giveaway of Dark Souls 1 remaster keys via the link you can see. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff you can do while watching this event.
Yeah, I think I could also, I can try to fill out with some lore of what's going on so far, since it is all endings. That's a little bit of lore. So for the ending that's coming up now, the I don't know, is it the best ending? Some would say so. I'm going to just kill Dark Souls, and that's the plan. And perhaps that is why it's the best ending. But anyway, so what happens is that I will give eyes to the Firekeeper, and she will see that the world without flame. And the world without flame isn't as bad as it might seem. But when you do the ending, you gotta be real careful that you don't accidentally kill the Firekeeper, because then you go straight back to the world sort of dying slowly. But that's gonna be the ending this time. And we didn't get Vati for the lore now. Damn. Alright. Final run through, going to Aldrich. Oh yeah, and guys, do you remind me, this coming up is a bonfire that I always forget. And that makes it really awkward, so do remind me to get a bonfire in a little bit. And that's going to be very much appreciated. Because I think in my current PV, I forgot that bonfire every time that I needed it. Oh yeah, and how many wowies was it before for Aldrich? Gonna have to count this time again, see, sort of make the Aldrich fight better. 20 wowies. So I think that's 6 wowies. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 wowies. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 wowies. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 wowies. Excellent. Alright, so it was 36, 20, 24 wowies. Thank you guys. And I'll actually remember that for future runs, I hope. Alright, so coming up now, it's going to be the run through Lothar Castle, and that's where we're going to need to have to get the bonfire, so that I'll remember to go kill Osiris and Champion Gunder, that's what his name is. Alright, and just straight beelining again. Right, final hello and final goodbye to Dancer. Seeing her for the... No, actually, we'll see her later. We'll be running through this area backwards a little bit. Well, backwards from where I'm coming. Right, this is the bonfire. It's a very important bonfire. Alright, and then just up here. Coming around, final time to say hi to these guys, bye to these guys, hopefully never see them again. Alright, and this time I'm going to be a little bit ballsy. I got a lot of health, I got a lot of Estus. So I'm just going to go ahead and save a little bit of time by just running through the dragons. So it's a little bit more scary than before. Alright, but I made it just fine. So normally what I've done so far is that with Teardrop you can just sort of peach out and gain a bunch of height and delay the dragons. But this time I just brute force it, just go straight through. Oh yeah, and I definitely get some cool visual effects by having the Teardrop thing where your body's not really that visible. Alright, here is, I think I'll get a good shot of him this time. There he is. In there is Dragon Slayer. And I'll just keep him waiting for some time. Okay, and archives for a final time. Glitch run, yes. And also, I think, yes, okay.
Did you mention me?
Did I mention you? No, I'm just talking about sort of what's going on. And I think too, do you have a message I felt?
Sorry, I thought for a second that you mentioned me, and yes, indeed, I have a message.
Yes, go for it.
Okay, so we have a $5 donation by Kjolla saying, "Hi Mom, also just so you know, all of you are amazing people. Thank you for your donations."
Thank you very much. Right, just making sure not to load too much of the areas right there. So it's always a little fun thing to do. And yeah, what I was saying before, is that actually an interesting thing is that you don't need to kill watchers to be able to enter the archives, because you can just skip them, so they don't actually check that you've killed watchers, which is why we can kill them so late into the run, and that really enables any percent really well in this run as well, not having to kill watchers so soon. Though, should we have to kill watchers early, there is actually, oh god, right. There is actually a cheese for them where you can kill them through the map, because Teardrop is amazing for that. Okay, I'm going to show off a little cool thing you can do here. Again, Teardrop. And I think I have a tiny bit of time to mess around for like an extra half minute. And it's very close to being able to cheese out Twin Princes as well. And you can actually enter the boss arena from under the ground, and that's what I'm going to try to do here. And what happens then is that normally you would go up to the door and quit out, and that removes the Teardrop state I'm in. But by going around, I'll be able to enter in Teardrop. And so in theory, you could leave the boss room with the fight intact and just make Lorien teleport everywhere. So it's a little bit scary here. I need to go up and around. And I think this is a good height for it. So you'll come up under, and I think this is right. It's almost as high up as I can go. But I think I'm going to be just too low, because I need to reach up a little bit more maybe. Dang, I just barely missed it. So I need to gain a little bit more height, and I'll try. And what you can do is, finding them with Teardrop active, you can gain height off of Lorien, and eventually be so high up that he doesn't try to hit you anymore. God, what is this wall? And I've tried to mess around with that a little bit, but I've been unable to leave the boss room just yet. So, ultimate time loss. There's a lot of meme things to do with this. I'm just going to go ahead and hit the fight normally. Alright. Actually, no, all the enemies left anyway. So I can enter in Teardrop. And this is a really slow door. Teardrop Adventures, yes. Alright. So in Teardrop now, there is a little chance, we'll see if it happens, that Lorien just launches me in the air. But I don't think it's about to happen. Oh no, it's going to new places. And there it is, alright. I wonder if I'm going to be able to reach the bonfire or not from here. Because I'm pretty far up. Alright. I don't really know who named it Teardrop. I think it's a good name for it. And I'm just too high up, so I'm going to go ahead and bone out of here. so I'm gonna go to Lothar Castle and I'm gonna go find Osiris and Champion Gunder. And there's not really any way of glitching him that we found just yet. I think there's a runner named Irradial who's been looking for a way of cheesing Osiris, which can be done with Teardrop. But I'm not really sure what he found, and I don't think it was super useful for just this right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fight these guys normally, as you would. Nothing found. Oh, Red is even in chat. Well, I'm pretty sure you said that there was some stuff. But well, I don't know how useful they ended up being. Alright. Just gonna make sure to not get poisoned, putting on the best armor. Alright, so it's gonna be Osiris on New Game Plus Plus. So I'm putting on the best armor I've got at the moment, which is Fallen Knight. It's not so pretty. And there's still a tiny bit of time to have Solaris armor in at least the final cutscenes, and that would be nice. Alright. So here is Osiris on New Game Plus Plus with what is now a sort of weak weapon. But if I manage to get in a good spot, I'll be able to just keep a very big damage number on him. And this is almost some Bloodborne tier damage coming out. And I'm getting mushed into the wall. Alright. Messy fight, but it works out very well. Alright. This Bloodborne. And that's Osiris done. So coming up is Champion Gunder. So I'm gonna get my parry shield ready for him.
Can I throw in a quick donation?
Absolutely.
Wonderful. We got a $1 donation from an unclean hippie, which just says, Eiffel sounds like Postman. Also the German version of It's Wednesday, my dudes. Which, no, it's Friday. It's Friday.
Well, thank you very much for the donation. It's coming to a good goal. Definitely. Especially if it's for the Solar armor. Alright, so there are 3 bosses left, including Cinder. So Cinder's not really a boss, unless you choose to fight him. I'll get invaded here, and just not care about it at all. Alright, so Champion Gunder, normally pretty annoying. He can be pretty annoying, though I'll parry and hopefully he does good attacks. And hopefully there's not too much PTSD of just never-ending unparryable attacks. And so it begins the... Oh, I can actually try that one. Alright, and that is Champion Gunder dealt with. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and grab the final ending items, which are the Ice Firekeeper. And so I think what the ending is that it's going to turn the world into darkness like this. But it's not really so bad here, so perhaps it is a good ending after all. and back home to Firelink. Oh yeah, and probably go ahead and remind me to give the ice to the Firekeeper so that I don't actually forget the ending. Alright, then there is back to Abyss Watchers. So time for the worst boss one last time. Get ready to say hi to them. Put on some nice Fodder Knight armor. And then, oh no, I don't think I have resin for them. I'll have to do with something else. Probably not that big a deal. Alright, get some shield ready. Well, I used the charcoal pine bundles. Oh yeah, I could use those for phase 2, I think. That would be nice. So again, I think there are some people wanting me to say it, so I'll say charcoal pine bundle. And this is where the fight starts going really sideways. Oh wow. Alright, nice. And you were able to get to Watchers this late by using a little bit of glitching. And I'm using the charcoal pine bundles now. And I don't think they're all that useful actually. Oh. So the reason why I dislike Watchers is because this happens a lot, where you're just sort of waiting for those very few moments where you actually get to hit them, and there it is. Alright, Watchers done with. Alright, and then give the eyes. So you guys who said it, thank you very much for making me remember. Alright, give the eyes to the Firekeeper. Wish for a world without flame, and there we go. And what happens now is that there's some very nice music coming on. And just to say that, it stops going on. No, there it is. Alright. How am I doing on estimate, by the way?
You are doing fine. You have another 13.5 minutes.
30 minutes? Oh wow.
13.
13? Oh no.
Yeah. I guess you should be fine, right?
Yes, I should be fine. This is the final thing coming up now. And I think with 13 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and take those, and I'm going to set up the glitch. So if it goes... Oh my god, I can't do it at all. I'm just slipping on my controller. This is super hard. Alright, and I'm actually going to go ahead and fight Cinder here. So I don't really want to end on just glitching. And luckily Cinder is weak to bleed. We're not particularly strong against it. There it is. Final boss fight. See, maybe. Alright. Do not link the first flame. No. Alright. GG. Alright, so final ending now. Summon the Firekeeper. And I'm gonna let all the volts flame go away. And that's gonna be the full run. Just gonna watch the Firekeeper extinguish the flame. So thank you everyone who came in, supported this run, donated and everything. And there's gonna be a whole weekend of runs. Don't know. I feel you know this better than I do. What's next?
First of all, thank you very much for your run. It was a pleasure watching it. And upcoming is Demon Souls Any Percent Melee Round by Kim. So, yeah, if you want to add anything else, Fudgecow, go ahead.
No, I'll enjoy watching this race in with the face of that only a mother could love. I think was put quite eloquently. No, it was a good run. It was fun. I like this run a lot. I think it's really cool with all the out of bounds, like really breaking a lot of the game. And I'm glad I could take a little bit of time and do like some of the meme skips, like board skip, trying to go around breaking into Twin Princess room. So I messed that one up a little bit, but you can do stuff like that and it's cool. And support the event, support the cause, save the children. And I think the Firekeeper's about to say something now.
Quickly fades. Darkness will shortly settle.
I'm surprised no one's telling me to kill the Firekeeper. Because there is the option, though the actual ending is letting her live.
But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by Lord's path.
So in a little bit, the cutscene's actually going to go to actual gameplay and you'll be able to move around. You'll have to be careful not to touch her or she'll die. And also, I wonder, no, I was very slow. If you're very fast, Cinder will die during the cutscene. But I messed around a little bit.
Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still?
And I think that's time. So that's the run done, completely. Because those are the credits coming out. So thank you very much everyone for watching, for supporting, for donating. That was time? Well, time is somewhere around there.
Yeah, time stopped like a minute ago, but...
Yeah, because the time still goes here, because it's in-game time, but you can't do anything, you just have to wait for the credits. Oh well. It's not so precise anyway. I watched the other cutscenes, so like, make up for it. Alright. Thank you everyone who donated. Thank you everyone for watching. And the moose by the beginning, I'm glad I could sort those out. Yeah. But I think that's it for me. Thank you everyone.
And thank you, Fudgecow. Thank you for showing us this moving ending. And we're gonna go to a quick intermission in a bit. And then after that, we'll see Any Percent Demon Souls by Kim. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for donating so far. And yeah, check the donation page for challenges or incentives you might want to go towards. Also type !giveaway and follow the link for a chance to win a Dark Souls 1 remastered key for PC. So yeah, lots of stuff to do, and we'll go to a quick pause now. Thank you.
Thank you.